SCES, which was tasked with examining economic indicators only, will now be replaced by a standing committee on statistics. SCOS, which has a broader mandate to review the framework and results of all surveys conducted under the aegis of the National Statistical Office, NSO. In the light of these precedents, it would be interesting to see whether the apex court would view people bearing the surname Modi as an identifiable or definite class in order to be called a group of persons. Mutual funds have been able to attract more and more investors in recent years as they offer a wider range of investment options and higher returns. As of March 2023, the assets under management (AUM) of mutual funds in India stood at 39.8 trillion rupees. This is more than double the AUM of banks, which stood at 18.3 trillion rupees in the same period. The preference of cash over grains could lead to food insecurity for some people. A study by the National Institute of Public Finance and Policy that found that the number of people who prefer cash over grain under the PDS has increased by 20% in the last 5 years. The number of households that took up work under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme (MGNREGS) in June 2023 increased by 50.4% compared to the previous month. India will push the G20 to raise the minimum tax share for multinational corporations, MNCs, to 21% from the current 15%. Mr. Modi's visit, just months before Mr. Macron is in Delhi for the G20 summit, was a special one, as he was invited to be the chief guest at the Bastille Day parade. It saw Indian tri-service participation, and was the second time that an Indian Prime Minister has been extended the invitation. Manmohan Singh was the first in 2009. The Indian government is expected to give the green light for the development of a new multirole helicopter, IMRH, by early 2024. China and Russia are set to kick off a joint air and naval drill in the Sea of Japan, codenamed Northern Interaction 2023 on Monday, 18th July 2023. The 18.5-kilometer Kurta-Bajpura section of the Jainadarbad-Ibas railway line was inaugurated by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Nepali Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba on 16th July 2023. India is moving cautiously in its negotiations with the United Kingdom for a free trade agreement, FTA, as it wants to use the deal as a template for future trade pacts with other countries. A panel of experts headed by Dr. Yadvendradev V. Jhala, a wildlife conservationist, has recommended that the cheetahs that were recently reintroduced to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh should undergo a medical review. The Supreme Court Collegium under Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud has quietly and transparently streamlined the appointment process of judges to the constitutional courts while adding a deft mix of merit and seniority in the judicial ranks through a selection procedure which involves meaningful discussion on an assessment of candidates' judicial acumen.